welcome to another edition of our Tech Tip Tuesday video series on Google Slides. Today we're going to look at how we can adjust or change the font on our iPad, on our Google Slides using an iPad. And so what I have here is I have a slide pulled up and I have a title and a subtitle on it. You'll see they're a little different color, but the easiest way to change the font or to do some formatting with the font is to simply tap on the font that you want to work with. And I mean tap so that just the font, or excuse me, just the text is selected, the text box is selected. Notice you don't see my cursor flashing in there. If I do a double tap and my cursor appears, you can still do some editing with the font, and this is how you can do more precise editing, but I'm going to do an edit at large. So I'm just going to tap on that once. You'll see that my toolbar, my text toolbar, has dropped down, and so you can do things like we can bold the text, italicize it, underline it. I'm just going to tap on those just so you can see that. There's bold. I can italicize it, I can underline it. You can also change the color of the font. So I'm going to tap on this, my menu drops down, I can select, and it's going to apply that color to all of the text in that highlighted box. I can also highlight the text if I want by using the highlighting tool. Okay, that's pretty terrible, but you see how that works. Within this text box itself, you can also adjust the alignment of the text. Right now it is center aligned, but you can align it to the left or align it to the right just simply by tapping on either of those icons, if you will. I'm going to put it back to the center. You can also align it to the bottom of the text box, the middle of the text box, or the top of the text box. So that's what this allows you to do just by using those tools. Now you also have the ability to use the fill tool here, and so if you wanted to color that text box, you would tap on the fill tool and that drops down and allows you to fill the text box if you'd like to. And there's solid fill, there's also gradient fill, so you have that ability. You also have the ability to outline the text box if you'd like, if you want to outline it in a particular color, and then also you can adjust the size of the outline by changing the border weight. You can even change what the border looks like. And I'm going to tap off so you can kind of see what that looks like there. But there's how you could adjust that. Now, that's if you have the entire text selected. I'm going to undo that just because I don't really want that purple there. But I'm going to go back and show you what this would look like if you want to actually adjust certain parts of the font. So I'm going to actually double tap to get inside of that text box. You see my cursor flashing. And now I have to highlight the text that I want to apply the change to. So let's say that I wanted this word here to be a different color. So I have to select that entire word. Now I can come up and I can press my color tool. And once I tap on that, I can adjust that font. And now it's just going to apply that color change to the font that I had selected. And so that's where you have to use much more, if you want it more precise technique, that's how you have to do that. So again, you can tap and hold until you get that, and you have your select options. So I can select it all, or you can drag and only get certain letters selected, if you will, and go through that whole process to change the font. Now that's how to change the font color or the style of it. You can also adjust the font size by coming up here and tapping on the letter A right there. This is where you get some other options. You can, you've got the ones we've already looked at, but you can also change the font type and the font size. And this is where you can also adjust the color as well. So if I want to change the font type, I can tap on that and I can go through here, and by tapping on all these different ones that are built in, you can adjust and change the font type. Now again, you could do this as a whole. For example, I'm doing the whole, all the words in the title, I'm changing them all. Or if I want to tap off and go into the presentation and I can highlight just that text, I can come up here and I can change that text itself to something else. So it's either, so I have the option of doing it all or just doing a part of it. I'm going to undo that so it all matches again. Notice I'm going to tap on my text box. You don't see my cursor. I'm going to tap on the little A and I can adjust the size of my font. I can adjust it down or I can adjust it up. So this is a quick way to change the font size if you'd like. Again, you can change the highlighting, or if you want to clear all the formatting, you can just tap on that and it's going to take it right back to where it was when you first started. And so you have a little bit more tools if you're if you're trying to adjust the font or format the font if you're on the web version, but that's how you would adjust the font on the app version, the iPad. And there you have it.